All right, let's go. Hi, Penny. Hi, Cooper. So I've got my produce picking basket in my weed bucket. Ooh, banana peppers are looking good. This one looks about ready. Dang, this one is huge. I made some stuffed banana pepper poppers last night and they were delicious. These are hot banana peppers. They were a little spicier than I anticipated. Bell peppers are getting pretty big. This guy. We have two more over here. Jalapenos. Oh my goodness. There's one of these caterpillars trying to get to our peppers. It's a horned caterpillar. Yep, that's a big caterpillar. Alright, go give them to the chickens. Come on, Penny. Pretty cool. Kind of feel bad giving them to the chickens. They love bugs. Look at that horn. Oh yeah. It's sharp. Alright, chickens, who wants them? And he's done. Nobody ate them though. You guys gotta at least eat them. Got some baby ones growing here. This one looks ready to go. Banana peppers over here. These look like they could go a little longer. Uh-oh. Fire ants! My gosh! These things will be the death of me. I laid these tomatoes down to try and get them to grow back sturdier. So we'll see. Got some baby bell peppers over here. These tomatoes I grew from seed. They're looking pretty good. They're starting to topple over to the left a little bit, so I might have to stake these up. Got some Roma. Things have been growing like crazy with all the rain. This was my crafty job here. Not the most aesthetic, but it does the job. I don't see any more caterpillars. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some help here. Well, this is a big old mess. I got a bunch of basil growing here. I kind of just threw the seeds down and didn't anticipate that all of them were going to take. But here we are. Pull out these weeds. It's much easier to manage the weeds in the beds. But unfortunately, weeds just find their way everywhere. A little scrawny tomato. Alright, that's better. That will definitely help. This guy on the side. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. I gave these guys some fish fertilizer last week, and I really think that's making them, they have grown tremendously. Cricket's in the flower bed. Cricket, get out! 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 We've got those Big Papa, Roma, Cherry. I just think these are so cute. I've got some radishes growing here. They should be about ready. We're going to wait for them to start poking out their shoulders. This is a weed. But they're getting pretty big. I planted radishes in this entire bed, but for some reason, only half of them took. So I'm going to plant some more today. Here we have marigolds, sweet potatoes, we grew these slips and I put them in the beds, and they are doing fantastic. Let's see. These are green onions that I planted last fall, and I'll be honest, they have not been harvested as frequently as they need to be, so they're getting a little thick. Gonna need to replant the onions. Strawberries I planted in the fall, and they were doing really well, but I think they're getting a little too much rain now. But we've got new flowers growing, and the leaves look nice and healthy. So these are eggplants. See, this one over here has a little flower. This one has a little flower too, so that means we're about to get some eggplant. Over here we have purple potted pole beans. And when I planted these, oh yeah, this one looks pretty good. That one's ready to be harvested. The packet just said bean, so I had no idea. I figured it was a little bush bean, but turns out it's a vine that needed a trellis. So we threw this baby up. I haven't actually tried these yet, but I have some in my fridge. And apparently you can just eat them like a green bean, or I guess you can just eat them raw, but you can also cook them and cut them open and just eat the bean inside. Oh, look, a little baby bean. Green one's growing here too. This one looks good. These are carrots. These have been growing for a while. Ooh, this one. I don't know if you can see it, but we've got a shoulder popping out. That one's probably about ready to be harvested. The rest of them still need a little more time. This bed here doesn't quite get enough water, so we're gonna get our guy out here to get in some more irrigation. We're gonna do drip irrigation for the garden beds instead of overhead sprinklers, and that should help tremendously. But for now, we're working with what we got. Got some beans growing over here. Green beans. These radishes aren't quite thriving, and we tried to do sugar snap peas, but as you can see, we have this big old oak tree here, which is beautiful, but it causes quite a bit of shade over in these beds, and these snap peas really prefer to get a lot of sunshine, so they're not quite thriving, but we live and we learn. Looks like we've got a little baby peas growing here, so not a complete loss. Let's go check out we have muscadine here with lots of little muscadine. I don't know if you call them grapes or berries, but we've got them. And we'll be making some muscadine wine. It's just growing all along the fence line here. We've got honeysuckle on this trellis. I think it's quite pretty. Well, I'll show you guys this first. We grew sunflowers and zinnias, and on Saturdays we've been doing, ooh, my cosmoses are popping. Pretty. On Saturdays we've been doing you pick zinnias and sunflowers, and that has been so much fun. We got this little bitty gate. The sunflowers are beautiful. The zinnias, today I am going to go around and snip as many of these as I can, because then they will grow back And even more beautiful, this one's really nice. But yeah, zinnias will come back about 6 to 8 times. And in order to get those really full, pretty flowers, they've got to be snipped. So, as you can see, I have my hands full here. Planted a lot of seeds, but they are beautiful and the bees love them. This is our garden bed behind the store. We put a fence around it to try our best to keep all the animals out so we can keep the garden. I struggle with this. You're gonna stay here. So here we've got a bunch of cabbage and they look beautiful. And we've got broccoli growing. Some of the damaged leaves, yellowing leaves, I'm gonna snip off. You can see the little baby broccoli head, but this one had a bad day. It's good to snip off any damaged leaves or any leaves that are touching the ground because they'll be more prone to diseases and pests. But look at all that broccoli. Oh my goodness! Look at the frog! Wow, that's a pretty frog. I haven't seen one like this. Oh my goodness. This little feet. I think this is a tree frog. Every time I find something like this, I want to keep it in my house. But I can't keep everything. Oh, he's so cute. I'll leave him be, little broccoli frog. I harvested these guys, but I read that broccoli, even after you harvest the first head, can grow out little side shoots of broccoli, so we'll see what happens there. All right, let's see what the cucumbers got going. Okay, these cucumbers have really taken over. Next year I will likely space them out a little better, but they are thriving, so guess I won't complain. All right. Ooh, we definitely have some cucumbers that need to be harvested. It's a little baby guy. There we have different varieties. My favorite are the big pickle cucumbers. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. Some of them have interesting shapes. Like, I don't know. This one's funky looking, but kind of like them. All right, is this one ready? This is watermelon growing all over here. This guy looks ready. Oh yeah, this guy looks good. Looking good. Looking good. Ooh, this is a big one. It's crazy how fast they grow. Yeah, these ones are my favorites. This one is really nice. Yeah, see, some of them are growing to be like little, almost little pear shapes, which is interesting. But hey, we'll take them. All shapes and sizes are welcome. Oh boy, yeah, we have really... Oh, I see a big one. I think the cucumbers are my favorite to harvest. It's like a little scavenger hunt. I spy. Okay, where did that one go? Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. look at that. See, interesting shapes we get sometimes, but yeah, quite proud of my cucumbers. I can't remember if I think I planted zucchini here, so this must be zucchini. They're still kind of babies, but they'll get there. Yep, that's a big one. Okay, love cucumbers. I'm gonna make some French onion dip because that is one of my favorites. I like to make it with Greek yogurt, and I think it's just Greek yogurt, minced onion. I don't remember. I have a Pinterest recipe. But yeah, here is the garden. I think it looks quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Yes, cucumbers, please go this way. We have a lot more space over here. We're trying to keep everything in reach of the sprinklers. This is my corn. I planted some sweet corn and some of the colorful corn for decoration. And oh, what are these? You know, I did label everything at one point, but the rain wiped off the marker on my label, so now it's kind of a guessing game. I believe this is squash. Winter squash. I definitely did a better job spacing those. The cucumbers, I just kind of every 6 inches planted some seeds, and boy, they all took. I planted pumpkins, and they're sprouting. I planted some jack-o'-lanterns and some mini pumpkins and little gourds. So I'm very excited about those. Looks like not all of them have sprouted yet, but some of them are doing quite well. Yes, most of them are doing quite well. Exciting, exciting stuff. Hi, Mama. That's Olive and Essie. Essie's the baby. She's not even 1 year old. But yeah, thank you for joining me on my garden tour. And it is quite hot, so I need to go get some water and put dogs up. See you next time.